Hi, I'm Shauna from Family Travel Fever, and I'm standing in my 35-foot Jayco Travel trailer that we rent out to other families. This is also our family RV that we use for our own family road trips and vacations and camping times. Today, I want to talk to you about, is renting an RV for your vacation a good idea? Let me tell you, RVing is not for everyone, and I've written about this. I've talked about this previously, about the pros and cons of RV travel. On the blog, I have 27 pros and cons about RV travel, and I'm sure I could even come up with more because for sure it's not for everyone. But let me tell you, if you love it, you love it. Okay, so let's get into it. Is it a good idea? Now, I said first we should talk about a few of the what is good and what is bad, a few of the pros and cons, the benefits and drawbacks of RV travel. If you think about it, I can tell you the best parts first, but I won't. I'm going to tell you the parts that you won't like, and then we'll tell you about the parts that you will like for your family. So some of the things that you're not going to like. If you don't like having to do home maintenance or plumbing work or dealing with the toilet, it may not be for you. You will need to roll into a campsite and hook up your own water, which is just a hose, hook up your own sewer line, again, which is a different hose, and hook up your electric. So you will have some things to do. You'll need to put the jack stands down and do a couple of things. It's not going to be totally, completely work-free, as somebody's not going to do everything for you. And also, you will have chores. You will be having to, it's like being at home. You have to clean up after yourself. You'll have to, if you choose to eat in your RV, you're going to be eating and doing dishes. And so you will have a couple of chores. The nice thing is that this small space, my entire house would take hours to clean. This small space can be cleaned. You might feel like you're cleaning the entire time, which is a drawback, a negative, but you can clean it up in about 10 minutes and be on with your day. So one of the other drawbacks is that you are going to be living in a very small space with your family. If you have a big family like ours, it can get small. In the summertime, it's great to get outside, but over a long period of time, it could get small. Those are just a couple. I'll give you a link for more of the pros and cons, but I want to tell you actually what you're going to love about it. I hope you're still hanging there with me to see if you're really going to love it. One of the best things I can tell you from a mom's perspective with lots of kids is having your home and your bathroom and your bed right with you rolling along the road. We add a little bit of water into our tanks, and so we never have to use a gas station bathroom or wash our hands or go into the gas station. We can fill our truck, and when we have to go to the bathroom, we just stop on where we can in a safe place that we can pull off the road, and we open up the door to the bathroom. The kids can go to the bathroom and wash their hands in our own space. That's one of the most wonderful things. No more gas station bathrooms on your road trip or anywhere else. If you want to, even at a campground, you use your own. It's much more sanitary. And the same thing, you have your own bed and all of your own stuff rolling along with you. The next best thing for me is I put everything in here and we can see multiple sites, go to multiple campgrounds, do a long RV trip. I am totally over packing and unpacking into hotel rooms. Those days, I don't miss. Well, we sometimes do it still, but I really like moving every couple of days in the travel trailer because we don't have to. That is one of the biggest benefits that we found when we first rented. Our very first time we rented was in Canada, and we rented an RV, actually a 35-foot motorhome for our very first time and for our family. So we had our transportation and our hotel on wheels right with us, and we found that it just worked amazing for us. So the next benefit I think that you would really enjoy is that you can see multiple sites and stay at places that you never could in a hotel. We stayed on the Oregon coast. We stayed in campgrounds that were right on the beach. There was nothing like that for hotels. And you get to stay inside. If you love tent camping, you may not like RVing. But especially if it's cold and raining, if you don't like sleeping on the ground, you will love having the benefits of having a bed to sleep in and a small house, a tiny house with you, and be able to go outside and play, still do your campfire, your s'mores, come inside, wash your hands, and be ready to roll again. So if you are considering an RV trip, road trip, yes, I personally think it's a great idea, and we do road trips here in the U.S., and people come and actually rent our trailer, and we help them plan their family road trips. But I have dreams of RVing all over the world because I just think it's such a great way for families to travel. So my answer would be, yes, you should plan a road trip. But if you do not like the things that an RV, the downsides of having an RV, if those would outweigh for you, if you love being in a hotel, if you want somebody to make your bed for you, if you don't want to have to hook up and unhook up different various things of the RV, if you find that an RV is outrageously expensive and you're not willing to pay for that, but you find a great deal on a hotel or an all-inclusive, you can go for that. I find that it's actually cheaper or very similar price as renting a car and then renting hotel rooms. But I do know that if you love an all-inclusive and you can get a great deal on it, that could be cheaper. So my suggestion would be yes. You can ask me more questions in the comments, and also check out our blog, familytravelfever.com. We have 2 posts on the blog that I mentioned here, the pros and cons of RV travel, and answering the question, should you rent an RV for your family vacation? If you're still interested in renting, please subscribe and follow along on our blog. This is part of a larger series of helping families plan an epic, unforgettable family RV vacation. If you're starting your planning process now, make sure you subscribe here so you can get through the full series and have a great time on your vacation.